Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the New York Jets. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Colts. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You look at this Colt defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Back to throw here. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They're going to try and throw. That is caught. He's got the first down and potentially a lot more. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They go play action with Richardson. They'll roll him out right. And he's got Pierce. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Colts. Alec Pierce, 88 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll drop to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
2nd down, another run with Taylor, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You talk about this Jets defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Richardson on 3rd and short. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Richardson. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Richardson, meanwhile, going to get this ball to Taylor. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. He'll drop that down to Hubbard. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a third down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? On the counter, it's Taylor. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And Gay knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back.
It's caught inside the 25. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 53 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a first and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off. Because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Hubbard is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They go to the ground again with Taylor. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Richardson working from the gun. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 14. First down, Indianapolis.
First and 10, Taylor now. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Richardson to throw. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And the Colts first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the draw is Taylor. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Richardson. Throw out wide is incomplete.
I feel like my man, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And that is no good. And that will keep this a 2-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Nicole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Colts are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Richardson's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A yard here to the 38.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Brought down at the 20.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7 from the 20. Richardson off the play fake. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Richardson looking to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And then ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost...
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Juju Brents. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter. But that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 57 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. On 1st down, Richardson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and now long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
Now Richardson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. That is caught, and he is going to have a Colts 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Indianapolis.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. There, Richardson back to throw it. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Josh Allen. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Richardson. And that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he hauls it in for the Colts touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
He's going to let it go again. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jets football as we getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. This defense for the Jets, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. You talk about this Jets defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Richardson looking to throw this. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Now a handoff. Taylor with it to the 27-yard line. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Richardson to throw off play action. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. The Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. Gay's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Come on.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yards that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete. The Jets sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Well, they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
They held them to just 13 points in the game. And truthfully, you can't expect them to play much better than that. That's excellent defense.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one, a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trying on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Second down, here's Richardson. A short throw pulled in by Woods.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. After 7-3 the score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And the Jets will take over.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
They imposed their will on that last drive.
2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Checks this down to Hubbard.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Back to throw here. And it's caught. And the Jets are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split second. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Jets are able to stretch out their lead. An extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Downs going in motion left. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Richardson. And he will slide down with a good gain. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Richardson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to the air with Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. Now Richardson back to throw it. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw into the hands of Pittman here. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Richardson looking to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Josh Downs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll throw now on the final play. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was the Vikings who were able to get the victory at home. 30-28 was the final. Lastly, let's check on one final game.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. There's McCole Hardman as he brings this offense onto the field yet again. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Third quarter starts with a run by Hubbard. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
It's caught inside the 25. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 54 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From 19 yards away, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run once more with Taylor. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Jets now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Rolling to his right. And this is incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They'll look to throw again. Keeps himself, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
At the 12-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6. Looking to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. Here's Richardson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Over the middle into the hands of Woods. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now it's Richardson. He'll get this one to Pittman. And Pittman going to have a Colts first down as he'll get this down inside the 35. 9 yards that time. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Richardson out of the shotgun. A short throw pulled in by Woods. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Richardson's throw pulled in by Woods. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the Colts first down.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts get a bit closer. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Right back to Hubbard. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Complete to number 18. A gain of only a yard. It's
Now back to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. From the shotgun, Richardson. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Here, Richardson yet again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. The short throw pulled in by Woods. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, it's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. Pass out left, caught by Woods. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Richardson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Richardson. He's got it. Touchdown, Colts. Jonathan Taylor. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now it looks like he'll throw here. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Richardson off the play fake. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You've got the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect. But, boy, that was force against force.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You always think about picking up the 1st down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
He'll take it at the 42. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.